This pbcasttv production is broadcasted and produced in stereo, where available. Hello and welcome into Tech Weekly episode 36. I'm your host, Nick Jones, along with Jacob Roberts, as always. Doing this show on a Saturday morning. This is, I never say the date, this is February 12th, 2011. So, I don't know. I know, Carlo, I think you're friends with Jacob on Facebook, but Jacob was kind of mad this morning because he's been sick all weekend and all week. Well, not all week, I guess. Pretty much all week, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Jacob's had the flu. I think Carlo gave him the flu. Didn't you, Carlo? I think you passed on the flu over the interwebs. That's what happened. I know it happened. Carlo gave him the flu. Because Carlo said... yeah, Carlo just recovered, but he passed it on. It was kind of funny, one thing. I
really and truly think that our administrative our administrative pastor gave me the flu.
Really?
Yeah, good old Robert.
One R heard.
Yeah.
Because
he had it Monday.
Did you see him on Monday?
I
guess you would have to.
Sunday because he taught my Sunday school class.
I remember that from the vlog because Houston's usually accustomed to you like doing stuff. You know, Houston just like sits there. He's like, "Oh look, what's Jacob doing? Oh well, it's Jacob. It doesn't matter." And Robert's like, "What is that thing? What are you doing?" You're like, "I'm vlogging here. Just watch out." Well, Jacob, I know that you've been on some interesting endeavors this morning. Jacob's actually working on a Windows 7. It's called a gadget, really, but you can refer to it as a widget. I think you guys would know more what a widget is. It's just a way to watch our stream on your Windows 7 desktop. And I guess they work on Vista too, right? I don't think it's XP, or maybe.
It won't work on XP, but yeah. I think it'll work on Vista.
Hopefully, everybody who watches our show is either on 7. We'll just skip Vista, but it does work on Vista if you are in the unfortunate circumstances of having Vista. But anyway, Jay, I've been having some fun this morning. I've been struggling for over an hour with iTunes because my mom, I gave her my old first generation iPod Touch I guess it was when I got my iPad, so almost 8 months ago. But she's been working on all the songs I had on there, but she wanted her songs on there. And iTunes is just so bad. I hate iTunes. If you're on a Mac, okay, I'll give it to you. iTunes, I would probably use it. All right, but not for me. I don't use iTunes on a Windows at all. That's one of the reasons I don't know. I just hate it. It doesn't work. Whatever. And I've struggled for over an hour. We finally got it because it was wanting to erase some of the songs and bring in some other songs, and we didn't want to lose the on-device purchases, but we did want to wipe it. It was so messed up. But anyway, we finally got it working after an hour of struggling and wasted time. Well, I guess not wasted, but anyway. But we do have some news to talk about. And first off, Jeb, have you tried this out? We talked about this earlier, that Facebook was we kind of debated, would Facebook kind of overtake Flickr? And it kind of has, except for, not for pro people. I think this is what we said, is I think Flickr will always be there for the pro people who, want to post their pictures, because you can, copyright them and people can't download them and things. But Facebook has rolled out their new photo interface, and I noticed this on when was that? I guess it was earlier this week, maybe Monday or Tuesday, that I had it. Which is kind of weird, because I found this story. This is actually a headline.
Yeah, I have it too.
So I guess this is, Facebook used to do what Google did, and they would roll it out to a couple, say a 2,000 user chunk. Yeah. But it seems like they've rolled it out to everybody.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Yes. And here it is. I don't know if you guys seen it, but I would suspect that most people have it since Mashable said so. But it kind of makes it in a shadow box deal.
Yeah, but they really need to like work in some
Yeah.
like transparentness on that black border.
I don't really like the black border.
Yeah. Like do it like they have on like Engadget or whoever, that when you like click a thing and it just pops up
Yeah.
and then you can click away and it'll go away.
Yeah, I mean, we could do that on our WordPress theme where it just like brings it up. You know, you've seen that before where it just brings it up in a little box. And yeah. They did. I mean, it's a good start, I guess. I don't know. I guess I kind of like the way that they put the buttons here on the side that you can actually cycle through them. That's better than having to cycle through them at the top. But I mean, like you said, it's kind of weird how the picture doesn't fill the whole black bar, or at least, you know what I mean? It's kind of weird. Anyway, I thought it was kind of cool, but it's not that useful actually. Anyway, that's kind of cool. So yeah. We've seen this a lot with internet companies, and usually this means the kiss of death for many startups is when they try to go public, right, Jacob? I mean, a lot of internet companies try to go public. Twitter has, you know, people have thrown around the idea that Twitter would go public for a while. Facebook has it's always been thrown around, at least for the last couple of months since they hit 500 million users, that they would go public. Well, actually, Groove Shark has kind of replaced Pandora, in my opinion, or at least in my life, because Groove Shark.
I've been listening to Groove Shark a lot lately.
Yeah, Groove Shark,
especially that little app.
Yeah, the app's pretty cool. I'm gonna have to admit, like every once in a while, even on Chrome or Firefox, you would have like if you listen to it for an hour or two, you know, it'd kind of hiccup.
Well, see, like when I go to listen to Groove Shark on Firefox, like some of the music's like,
yeah,
and I go listen on Groove Shark, the same song, and it works just fine on the app.
Yeah, they have a Windows 7 app. That's what Jacob's talking about. That VIPs are only supposed to have. But anyhow, Jacob's awesome like that. But it's pretty awesome. And Groove Shark is anyway. But the way we're going with this, Pandora this week filed, or actually yesterday they filed that they were going to go public. They've only had I guess this is a pretty big number, but it's kind of overshadowed by Facebook's 500 million users. But they've got 80 million users, which I would say that's a pretty good. I mean, that's a pretty good user base for a music site. But I'm sure a lot of you guys have used Pandora before. It's pretty cool. I'm gonna have to admit. It makes like radio stations for you, and it plays either the artist that you choose or a song like the song that you chose or whatever. And it does they have some pretty cool technology that enables them to match the song and match the genre and everything. But honestly, I like Groove Shark better because I can just type in a song I want to listen to or an artist, and you know they'll have 300 or 200 songs by that artist and play them, and it's awesome. But anyway, they filed to go public. We'll see how that goes. I kind of hope that Pandora doesn't go away, you know, because I like to listen to it sometimes. I don't know. I just like, it's one of those things where if I want to listen to like country music or something, let's just say country music, I'll probably go on Pandora rather than Groove Shark because I can just say play artists like whatever and it just plays. Because that's one of the problems with Groove Shark is unless you make a playlist yourself or use somebody else's playlist, it'll just play that one artist or the one song. Yeah. And Smoothie's saying something good too, is it helps you find new artists because it brings up other people. I've actually found a couple new artists like that too, so Pandora's pretty cool. I hope they don't they've already kind of went towards a way of actually having to pay for the service. I think you can only listen for like a couple hours or something. I don't know. Anyway, but Pandora has a nice mobile reach. I think they have I know they have an iPad and an iPhone version. I believe they have an Android app as well, and BlackBerry as well. Carlos making a sad face because he can't have it in the UK, but you do have Spotify, which is pretty cool. But anyway, this really surprised me, this story that we're about to talk to here, because Nokia has been one of the key developers in, I know a lot of people in the Linux community have been waiting on MeeGo for some time. You've heard of MeeGo, right, Joe? I think we've talked about it before. It's like a Qt-based application, or a Qt-based OS for phones. And Intel's been helping with the development. It's based on Linux, but it's like a full open source deal. It's kind of like Android. You know, Android is based on Linux at the bottom, you know, at the at the you know what I mean, at the core it's Linux, but it's like a Java emulation applet or whatever it does. But this kind of tells me this is not very good news for Amigo, because Nokia is partnering with with Microsoft to start making Windows 7 devices. You know, we've seen Nokia for the past several years they were pretty successful with their Symbian operating system. They were really, besides BlackBerry, one of the first smartphone. I say that in quotation because, you know, it's not. I mean, I laugh at somebody who's using a Symbian device nowadays because, you know, I mean, it's so old and everything. So, but anyway, they're going to start making Windows Phone 7 devices, and a lot of people are saying this could be the last draw. You know, that Nokia is, you know, they had to be pretty hard off to make this partnership because, you know, they have so many other endeavors by themselves. So maybe, I don't know, that could be the end of... I don't think it's going to be the end of Migo because it'll always carry on as an open source project some way or another. So, but anyway, it's kind of interesting. Yeah. Carl was saying that Migo is as ugly as a bowling shoe. He's seen it on Engadget. Honestly, I think that's going to be one of the problems. And that's one of always the problems with like open source operating systems is they're not paying anybody to make graphic designs. I mean, there's always great third-party... Like, on Ubuntu, the graphics on Ubuntu that come stock aren't the best, but they are pretty good. You know, because they actually have some pretty good people that are working on it at Canonical and things. But anyway, we talked about this earlier. I think it was maybe 2 or 3 episodes ago on Gadget Gurus, Jep, that IBM was building... That they built that supercomputer, Watson... You remember that? The one that was going to compete in Jeopardy and actually won the Jeopardy competition? They actually filmed 3 episodes, pre-recorded episodes, and they're going to air on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of this upcoming week. And I've convinced my Scholarbowl teacher to let us watch that because Scholarbowl is kind of like Jeopardy. It's just, you know, a team Jeopardy deal.
Did we explain this in full detail?
I don't
like how that actually like some people might think that they were like feeding the text of the question into the computer, but it actually was taking audible speech from Alex Trebek or whoever reading the question or the answer, and it would figure out what he just said and then figure out the answer for it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Not connect it to the internet.
Yeah. So really the only thing besides a power cord that was connected to it, well, I mean, you know, there was probably other things connected to it, but I read this, they did have a line-in microphone jack plugged into it off the main audio.
All the input it was.
Yep.
All he did was hear it.
Yep.
It didn't see text. It didn't, you know.
That's the cool thing is it was doing all the processing on its own. It had all of the knowledge base on the device because it wasn't connected to the internet, like Jep said. It was simply sourcing onboard files and onboard knowledge to get the answers, and it won. So that's pretty awesome. I'm interested.
And then it gave the answer back in an audible voice.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Somebody said it hasn't aired, so there's like no video I think there is like one video clip, but there was a Super Bowl ad talking about it for IBM, of course. And somebody said it was like a weird mix between like the lady who does isn't it a girl who does the navigation for Google Maps or whatever?
Yeah, maybe.
They said it was like a mix between the Google Maps lady and like this weird like Tron-like voice where it was just like, it seemed like it was human, but then it was like digitized. Well, yeah,
and that was the thing was they added in that like extra little bit of roboticness to make it not... feel you know they wanted to add that little like we are not you know.
I want to see it though. It's going to be pretty cool. So we are going to watch it in class. Hopefully, I don't actually know how she's going to do that, but she said that we were going to watch it in class. So hopefully we'll be able to watch it in class, and we might talk about it on a later, maybe Thursday's episode of PB at Night or something. Maybe I might talk about it for a little while because I know we've already talked about it and everything. But yeah. I'm kind of interested about this, Jet, because I know you guys, I've probably exhausted this, that I'm going to be getting my phone tomorrow. But I know that you said to use Twidroid, and I'll probably end up buying Twidroid, but, this is free, so I'll probably try it out at least. It's the Twitter application for Android, and they actually released their brand new application, version 2.0, this week for Android, the latest build of their Twitter app. And also Sonos. Have you heard of Sonos yet? I think they've been at CES for a couple years. What they do is you'll install a speaker system in your house, and then you have the Sonos device, and it'll play like Pandora or something like that. It accesses your media from some computer in your house and plays it in every room, which is pretty cool. I mean, it's expensive because, you have to put central sound system in and all kinds of things. But you can actually control it from your phone. And a lot of people have been waiting on that. And they also make, that thing that Bose had that one time? It was like the white box. And it played like, I forget what it was called. Maybe it was like the Companion or something, the Bose.
Oh, yeah.
I can't remember what they're called. Anyway.
I think that's what it's called.
Yeah. And it was kind of like that. But they have a device kind of like that. But it has like its own OS. And then it accesses your stuff on your Wi-Fi network. Your media files on your Wi-Fi network, and you can actually control it with your phone, so that's pretty cool. I'm trying to find some screenshots of the Twitter application really quick. They made it faster, of course. I mean, that's one of the key things. Here it is. Oh, wait, no, never mind. Anyway. Alright, while I look for this, Twitter for Android. You would think that they'd have, like, their own little website here. Anyway, market. Anyway, I guess we can move on while I'm looking for this. I just put this in there because a lot of people were interested in the Atrix 4G. Remember that, Jeb? That was this phone that actually docked into the netbook casing deal, and it has a dual-core processor and onboard. It's got like a whole nother operating system for when you connect it to your TV or something. It's really weird, but it's pretty cool. I mean, it's the first dual-core smartphone. And pre-orders start tomorrow from AT&T.
Cool.
Somebody told me on Twitter, I think it was Sam's Tech Answers. You guys probably know who he is if you are in like the space that I am on Twitter. He said, yeah, it did look like Ubuntu. But he said that I should probably wait for the Atrix, and I told him, I'd love to have a dual-core smartphone, but I told him, like we talked about before, is Motorola is so hard to root, and I'm not sitting there with, and I don't care what you say, I'm not sitting there with having to pay for, the Wi-Fi hotspot. That's just ridiculous. I'm not gonna be locked into AT&T's Navigator and all that crap. So I'm probably not gonna get that, but and plus I want my phone tomorrow. I've already had it, so anyway. Let me see if I can get this up here. I'm gonna see if they update on the Android market on the computer here. I think they have updated, actually. There's Twidroid. Where would the screenshots be? Oh, here we go. Yeah, this is the new one. So they redid the UI. Whoops, y'all can't see that. There you go. They redid the UI. They've got a couple new features. It's pretty cool. It's kind of like the Mac application. It does DMs like really quickly, and a lot of people said that like Twitter for Mac, they almost use DMs now like chat because they pop up so fast in the way that it displays it. So that's pretty cool, and it has support for the new stuff that Twitter's doing on their website, like the onboard. You don't have to go out of the application to see pictures and things. I know a lot of Twitter applications, they'll have their own like little browser built in, and you could watch like videos and stuff inside of their browser. But it actually does that in the applications now. So that's pretty cool. It's going to be interesting. Like you said, I'll probably end up watching it I'll probably end up using Twidroid because I've heard the best out of it. But here's a video, but I think this is an older video. Why do I keep clicking on that one? I click on the full desktop. Yeah, this is just a... But yeah, that's pretty cool. I mean, I'll probably try it out. I might give it a review since it's the newest. I saw that, Carlo, and we should probably talk about that. I didn't put this in the show notes yet, but TweetDeck, one of my favorite applications. I don't like the mobile version near as much as I like the the version for the computer. That's like my choice. I use the Chrome application for TweetDeck, and I just run it off on a secondary monitor. But they got bought out today by Uber Media, or yesterday, which I'm not sure. Is that the people who make Uber? Is that the people who make the Uber Tweet or whatever it's called, or Uber Twitter or whatever that application is for? Wait, oh, these are the people who make Twidroid. Are you kidding? They got bought by the people who make Twidroid. Huh.
Cool.
Or maybe not. Is this the people who make Twidroid? Am I just joking myself or what?
Something.
Because here's Twidroid, but I don't know what that means. This is kind of like a weird industry-leading apps for all your devices. So they're listing Echophon here. They've got Twidroid listed under that. And then they've got Uber Current. I wonder what that is. I guess that's a iPhone app. I don't know. Yeah. So I guess that's kind of cool. You think that they'll make it into one application or what? I mean, they've already got Twidroid and Uber Tweet, which is on BlackBerry and iPhone. You think that they're gonna like make just one application called something else, or I don't know.
I don't know. They could.
Yeah, they definitely could, because they're gonna have all the stuff. But Twidroid, I mean, they've got it. I think we did cover that they got bought out. Maybe not. I don't know. Twidroid looks awesome though. I can't wait to try it out. But yeah, pretty cool. Gonna be interesting to see where they go with that. But yeah, nice sneak in there, Carlo. I saw it, but I couldn't get that much information. I think it broke. Like, I don't know. I just didn't put it in here anyway. Speaking of Twitter, this is a great transition. Twitter had they had set a new traffic record this week, or last Sunday, I guess, on Super Bowl Sunday. Now, Jacob, I knew that you may ask this question. The traffic record was in two places. One, to Twitter.com, and also they had that this was the biggest day ever for access to their API. So they set records on both sides. So that means that people were coming to the website and using their devices and everything else, TweetDeck, Twidroid, whatever. And this is almost mind-boggling. I said that it was over 3,000 tweets, but I saw a Mashable article right before we were starting the show. It was like 3,678 tweets per second were coming into Twitter. And, we always complain when Twitter goes down, and to my knowledge...
Stupid Twitter, why are you supercomputing too slow?
Yeah. And we always complain why Twitter goes down, but to my knowledge, it did not go down on Sunday. Huh. Oh, my bad, I had to sneeze.
Nice.
Yeah. Hope I'm not getting sick. But yeah, that is a ton of tweets. That's just mind-boggling to wrap your head around, that they're going to be doing, that they were processing that much information, and I didn't see a slowdown. I'm sure, they probably slowed down a little bit, but that's just crazy. I think that this is one of those things where you it comes to mind that the internet has almost breached what it was originally intended for. That's what a lot of people have been saying, is like the internet was not built for online media. It wasn't built for YouTube to be processing 60 minutes of video every second. Like an hour of video is uploaded to YouTube every second. I mean, it's just crazy how much everyone is pouring into the internet now. But anyway, this was kind of an interesting story, and I put it down in the lower in the show notes because I wasn't actually very impressed by these things, but they look pretty cool. But Palm and HP, their first actual release of devices and the new operating system since HP bought Palm, unveiled WebOS 3.0 and also their new Palm Pre 3 and the touch. What's the thing called? The touchpad, which is their tablet thing. Let's see if Mashable's not wanting to work here. Let's see if I can get an image here. I don't know what it's doing. All right, HP touchpad. I was kind of impressed by some of the demos that they were doing with the WebOS 3. I've always been like I haven't used it, but I've always been a pretty big fan of WebOS and how it works and stuff. I always like the multitasking, the card view and stuff. That was kind of cool.
Yeah.
It's got a lot of flashy stuff, but here's a picture of it. It reminds me kind of an iPad. I think that's how most of these devices are going to look because, there's some ways that, you know what I mean? I mean, there's some, I guess you could innovate in some portion, but I don't know. It's pretty cool. It's got the card view still. It's got some new applications that are built in. I know I won't get one, but, if you're looking for something besides an iPad and you don't like Android, that's one of your options there. The HP touchpad, and it's going to be $700, which I think is,
Sweet.
I don't know. I mean, they're getting so high with these tablets. Like the Zoom is going to be $800 off contract, but what they're doing is they're trying to get you to buy it on Verizon or AT&T or whatever, so they'll have you subsidized for 2 years or however long it is. So, that just doesn't make me very happy. But anyhow, I definitely won't be getting a Zoom for $800. Yeah, Carlos saying the iPad is a lot cheaper, and that's one of the things that I didn't think I'd ever say. Is the iPad would be one of the cheapest tablets that you could buy off contract. Not having to pay a contract, that the iPad is one of the cheapest tablets you can buy that is worthy of buying. I'm going to say that, worthy of buying, because, there's some, Kmart's got that $100 Android tablet, which runs like 1.6 or something, and it has a resistive touchscreen, and you can't even, it's just horrible, but, it's not the cheapest, but, and I'm just doing horrible with the switching. I don't know. I'm like clicking random things. Like we just went blank there. Anyway, I don't know what to think about this because if I'm gonna upload a video, it's gonna go on to YouTube or Vidler or something, Vimeo, on the internet. But this is one of those things that might be good in a pinch if you just wanted to, upload a video. If you like. You know what I mean? Some people, how you upload photos, and you could put them on Facebook or Flickr, but a lot of people just like using YFrog or crap. How am I gonna say this? Is it Pixely or Plixie? It's Plixie, right? Pixely. See, I never can say that. I don't know why, but anyway, a lot of people like to use
and
yeah,
leaves.
Okay. A lot of people like to use these because they integrate well with something like TweetDeck or Twidroid or something. But TwitPic, one of the original Twitter photo sharing clients, finally launched. Well, I say finally because I think YFrog has always done video, or they have before now. But TwitPic now does video, which is pretty cool.
Sweet.
Yeah, so you can upload video directly from Twitter. You just simply, I know a lot of the, I think TweetDeck, you can already do this. You just, attach a video to it, and it uploads it while it's processing your tweet, which is pretty cool. So it's a quick and easy way to get quick video up on the internet. And I know a lot of people like to use it. Probably I would end up uploading it to YouTube or something, but anyhow, that's pretty cool. And Jeff, I know you're not, I just put this in there because it was kind of noteworthy news. I know you weren't a very big fan of the Gmail, I cannot talk.
Prioritize inbox?
Yeah, the prioritize inbox. Well, it's now available in the HTML5 version of,
Well, it doesn't really,
I don't know.
I guess just the way I go through my emails, I'm not a hoarder of emails.
Yeah.
If it's not useful to me, I delete it.
Yeah, that's how I am, too.
So all of my inbox is imported.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not going to, that's just some stupid ad. I'll just leave it in there.
Yeah. That's how my inbox is. If you go to my inbox, I have 3 things in there right now, and one of them needs to be deleted. And the rest of them are in, folders that I have set up for things I need to save. I save, our PowerPoint schedule and stuff. That has to stay there. So if I forget it, or it doesn't have to, but,
Yeah, and, if something's really important, oh, look, Alvin Power just said that I need to pay my Alvin Power bill now. Yeah. Oh, I need to remember to do that. I'll star it.
Yeah.
Okay? And then I can come back and go, oh, what's it starred for? Oh, I got to pay that. Crap.
Yeah. It is, I guess it probably works pretty well for people who have, 7,000 emails in their inbox or something. but not for me. I know not for you. Carlos says that he
Oh, I'm very clean when it comes to the email. If I get the email and first reaction is, nah, I'll hit delete.
yeah.
I mean, I get a handful of emails every day, and it's either okay, I want to read this and keep it, or that has, or read it and then throw it away, or no, just delete it.
Yep. Jeff, I wanted to ask you this. I think it is Android. Angry Birds Seasons is free on Android as well, right? Both versions are free on Android. Well, you probably might want to check for an upgrade pretty soon. I don't know if it's out yet, but you might want to be checking for an update. And you may not get any work done for the rest of the day, but Angry Birds is coming out with the Valentine's Day version. Yeah,
it's just going to be everything with hearts.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cute.
I don't know. I kind of like playing these. I guess I'm kind of a sucker for this, but it is a new. It's like a new level for me. So,
Yeah.
Carlos face palming here. Anyway, wait. Are you serious? They're not going to show us any pictures? Well, that's stupid.
What?
Tom's Guide. You failed.
What kind
us.
of dirty?
All right. Let's see if I can get a picture here. And this is an Indian site, so that's awesome. There we go. There's there's what the icon is going to look like. And then here we have, here's some screenshots. Oh, and Cut the Rope has a Valentine's Day. Oh, look at that. You're right. Like, I don't know if you can see this, but all the glass, it's shaped in hearts around the pigs. And then
the background changed.
Yep. And that's about it.
And once again, their glass doesn't work the way it should.
Yep. But
Why don't
you know
they
what?
use like real physics
I don't
on
know.
everything?
I really don't know, because I guess it works. I don't know.
Better?
Yeah. Carlo's about to throw up us talking about this, but anyway,
Oh, look, the little bird has a bow on it.
Oh, and that's so cute. Anyway, I just thought I would include this because there's been a lot of, Angry Birds is so popular now that there's been just a ton of tech coverage for this. I don't know why, but anyway. I'll probably download it just so I can experience it. I'll probably close it. And the problem is Angry Birds Seasons stays on the update that they send you. So, like, it's going to be on the Valentine's Day application until the next big holiday. So, what would that be? Halloween, I guess, maybe? What would another big holiday? 4th of July. They'll probably do a 4th of July one, maybe. I don't know. But yeah. Jacob, I see that you put a, whatchamacallit in here for us. Would you like to share your bookmark with us?
So I made sure I even searched the website, searched your tags.
It's not in here.
Searched everything. I don't think we've done it yet.
We have not.
Okay.
We may have actually. I don't think we've talked about it yet. I think you maybe mentioned it, or we might have covered it on a news story or something. But I don't think we've ever done it. So.
So. Well, that's kind of cool that they tell you that it's going to send you somewhere. So my bookmark for the day or the week is AutoCADWS.com. Nick, you would probably be interested in this if you used AutoCAD. They have two ways. They have a mobile app for iPhone, iPod, and iPad.
That's cool.
And then they also have a web-based app, which, if anybody's familiar with AutoCAD,
design happens everywhere. We work in...
Hello.
That's not working out how I thought it would. Anyway, carry on. I thought it was gonna play us some. It's just some info. I thought it was gonna give us some screenshots or something. But anyway.
Yeah. If anybody's familiar with AutoCAD, you do 2D drawings and junk. I want to say this one only does 2D. It might do 3D now. I don't know. Last time I checked, it was only doing
2D.
Yeah, 2D. So, what you basically do is I don't know if you can create a new one. Let me log back in here. For some reason, it logged me out.
So is the browser-based version free? Like you just
Yes.
sign up and it works?
You just sign up
That's pretty
and
cool.
log in, and I have some stuff on here. Let's see, drawings. Yes, you have to start. No. Copy. Yeah, I think you got to start with a drawing. But like, you can store all your drawings online and share them with people, and
That's cool.
but you can edit the drawing too, to an extent.
Yeah, it's kind of like the mobile Photoshop version or something. I mean, it is going to be limited because they want you to buy the full version or use the full version or whatever. But it's still pretty cool because it's readily accessible.
But I mean, you can draw lines, you can do all that stuff.
Yeah.
But basically, it's like web-based AutoCAD, but you have to start with a file. Like you can't create one on here, at least that I can't tell.
I guess it would be more of like if somebody sent you something and you wanted to edit it, but you didn't have that installed on that computer or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and you can also they have plugins for AutoCAD if you have it on your computer, to where it links with the website, and then you can like keep your drawings up to date via the website and on your computer.
Oh, that's cool. So it does
So-
it like automatically or something.
Yeah. So, but it's really cool because if you want to, you can upload your drawings to the internet and then mess with them while you're like on the go or something. So, it's kind of cool if you use AutoCAD.
So it has like a Dropbox functionality deal, kind of,
Yeah.
sort of.
Which is the way the new AutoCAD 2011 looks. They're all doing everybody's going to the ribbon bars. So,
I really don't know why. I mean, it's all right, but
I mean, it's just a better way of organizing
I
stuff.
guess you're right.
guess. You can fit a lot more stuff on there in less space.
yeah.
But, so, which I mean, I guess it is good that everybody's going to it and not just some people, or some people aren't going to it. So you're at least getting used to it.
Yeah, that is good. I like to
Yeah.
see, if it's going to be in Microsoft Office, I guess it's more of a standard now. I don't know.
Yeah. But you can go in there and look at it as a plot or CAD model, and from what I understand, I think it's only like 2D right now. There's not like any kind of like rotate, like three-dimensionally rotate, but you can move stuff around. You can stretch, mirror, vertex, trim, all that chamfer, fillet, and all that stuff. So you can have blocks in here and layers and everything. But then you can go in there and see a timeline of modifications, and you can drag like the line of see how it changed over time. If you update the version, you can share it with someone else, so when they log on, they can come on and see it and share it, and you can set their permissions on how much they can do to it. If they can only look at it, then they can only see it. And it's kind of cool because it allows, it's sort of like Google Docs, but with AutoCAD. So, co-collaborating whatever.
Which is, I mean, if you actually think about that, that's extremely, you know what I mean? I mean,
Yeah, you got to
sure.
start with a drawing that you make on your computer, but you can add to it and modify it online with other people.
I mean, it's one thing editing like text documents and stuff, but once you get into like AutoCAD files and DWG and all kinds of that stuff, I mean, you're doing some pretty serious computing in your browser, which is pretty awesome. But yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah. Whoa!
What just happened?
I just looked at that desktop
Oh, okay.
wallpaper.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. Carlos sent us
Freaking out,
something.
man.
So I know that I kind of shorted out on my bookmark this week, but it is an interesting site, and it's one of the sites that I go to for all my Android news, especially since I'm getting my Android phone. They have a lot of tips and things. I don't know if you guys know who Marcus Brown Lee is, MKBHD on YouTube. He does videos for Droid Dog, and I've actually heard of them before, but this is one of the things where you can get all kinds of news. Like here's the swipe pad deal that he did. They've just got news all the time about Android stuff. There's a bunch of Android sites out there, but this is really one of my favorites. And if you haven't already guessed, it's droiddog.com. It's put on by the guys over at phonedog.com. So, you can kind of see how they call it Phone Dog, Droid Dog. Phone Dog has all kinds of different phone reviews, most of them being iOS and iPhone, or not iPhone, iOS and Android related. But it's still pretty cool to come on here and look at the latest Android news and stuff like that. They've got a lot of different things. Like right here, just yesterday, they posted that, the Sports Illustrated application is now available for Android. So that's pretty cool. I don't know. It's just one of the best sites to find Android news and stuff. So, yeah, droiddog.com. And make sure to stay tuned to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/pbcasttv. I'm trying to get back into YouTube videos. It's taking me a while, but you can ask Carl. I've gotten more back onto a schedule. I uploaded one on Thursday and one on Friday. I'm trying to get the ball rolling a little bit so I can get I'll post one every day, and then I'll scale back to 3 or 4 times a week. But we've got a lot of videos planned, and I'm going to be doing, of course I'll have the unboxing hopefully if I get my phone, but I have a feeling I'm going to get it tomorrow because, there's 3 or 4 Best Buys around, a 30 or 45 mile radius that I could go to. Plus there's a bajillion AT&T stores. So, I don't think it's going to be that big of a launch anyway. Because, when you got your Evo, you just, walked in. And I'm going to say the Evo was a larger launch. I know it was there's a lot more expectation.
Well, it's the first 4G, so...
Yeah, and plus it had it was one of the first phones to have 4.3-inch screen and stuff.
Yeah.
There was a lot of new things about it. This is the Evo pretty much on AT&T, but you walked in, then you have I have a mission tomorrow. Then you said there's a pre-order line, and you just kind of nudge yourself up in there and just got it or something.
No, me and a fellow coworker went up to Best Buy that morning that it was supposed to
launch
or whatever. We didn't know we were supposed to have a pre-order slip or anything like that for Best Buy. We just walked up there. The doors were still closed. We were there. I think there was maybe one person up there, or we got up there first, and someone else walked up there, and then someone comes up there to open up the thing and says, "Okay, who has the pre-order tickets?" And we were like, "Huh?" And somebody was like, "I got mine." And we were like, "Well, you guys got any left?" "Well, we got 2 left." And she handed them to us right when someone else walked up. "Hey, I want an Evo." And they were like, "Oh, we just gave away the last 2 registration ones. But you can come back at blah, blah, blah and see if we have any more in stock."
I'm not coming back, so I'm going to hit up the problem is, alright, so I'm going to be there. I can be there because I'm doing the Mercedes Half Marathon, which is, if you live in Birmingham, you've probably heard of it. But it starts at 7 tomorrow. I'm going to be done in less than 2 hours. Well, I hope less than 2 hours, or else that'll probably mean that I died on the course. But if I'm not, I should be done with the race by 9. We're not going to be able to leave by... My mom wants to go to, the stupid awards ceremony. I don't know why. Oh, they're giving away door prizes. That's why. Yeah, that's the reason. Because my dad won, This is pretty good. He won, a $250 gift card to the Track Shack, which sells, running apparel. And I have to get running shoes, less than every 6 months because, you can't put... I can only put, 400 miles on a pair of running shoes, and then you have to, trash them. Well, not trash them, but, you can't run in them anymore, or else you'll get injuries
Donate them
and
to
stuff.
Goodwill.
Yeah.
I ran in these a lot. They smell funny.
Yeah. But anyway, he got like $250, so we didn't have to pay. We didn't have to actually pay for running shoes for like 3 or 4 pairs, which is pretty, or I guess maybe two and a half, I guess, because running shoes are pretty expensive. But anyway, so I guess I won't be able. I'll be able to be at the Best Buy store at like probably 11, and they open at 10.
Oh, you're going to Best Buy and not?
I'm going to Best Buy because a guy confirmed to me that we'll see what I can do. All the AT&T stores around here don't open until 12 on Sundays. So the good thing is I could be at the AT&T store at 12 o'clock and be there before they open, or I can go to Best Buy and get it before 12, or at least see if they have one before 12. And the reason I'm going to Best Buy is a guy confirmed that the rebate is in store, so you don't have to mail anything off. I know that's a minor detail, but I'd still rather, actually only have to pay $100 for the phone instead of pay like $200 and then get $100 like you said, like 6 to 10 weeks after the fact. But anyway, I don't know. Pretty much I'm just going to Best Buy because I can get it like an hour earlier. That's the real reason, but anyway. If not, I'll be able to be at the AT&T store when they open. So, I'm hoping it's a fail-proof plan. Honestly, I don't think there's going to be that much demand where I won't be able to get it. But anyway, youtube.com/pbcasttv, that's where you'll be able to find the unboxing and all the reviews. And we'll probably, I don't think I'll be ready. I'll probably give it me at least a week to play with it, with the actual like stock stuff. So we probably won't review it this week on Gadget Gurus, but we'll probably review it the next week. So
Yeah.
when will that be?
Yeah.
The 21st. So be looking for the review on the Gadget Gurus on the 21st. You can follow Jacob on Twitter, twitter.com/freakinghuge, FREAKINHUGE. You can also watch his vlogs over at youtube.com/freakinghuge. I was sitting there waiting for you to upload that one day. You got it. It was like really late at night or something. When was it? Or the next morning or something. It was the one that when you're like extremely sick and it was only like 3 minutes long. That might have been Thursday. No. It was the first day you didn't go to work. Was that Wednesday?
It's Wednesday,
Yeah, that was the one where we were up in the AV room, yeah. It was a little bit later. I'm like, is he not going to upload the vlog? But he did.
Yeah, there is that. I was sitting here, and I was just like sort of spaced out, messing with the computer, and I was like, I looked over at my flip. I was like, I got to upload the vlog. And I just sat there for like 3 more hours, and I was like, oh, yeah. So, okay, we're done. Peace. Vlog.
But yeah, you find this vlog over at youtube.com/freakinghuge. You can follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/thatnickjones, and maybe in a couple days you can look at our website and the widget or the gadget for Windows 7 and Vista should be up for download. Actually, I guess it'll probably be on the. That kind of confuses me. Do we host the download link, or do we send it to Microsoft or something?
Who?
Like, do we actually? Can we offer it in a .zip file or something, or do we have to send it to Microsoft? Or I really don't know. Anyway,
you can submit it to their gadget gallery.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, we'll probably cover it. We'll probably mention that we have a link or something.
In our pants.
Yeah, in
Get
our
it?
pants. Ha ha ha.
Ah.
That might be copyrighted now. I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, probably.
One more thing. I've been trying to watch. Have you watched the Shaytards video with that like new tripod that they have or something?
Yeah, the Satari.
I can't watch it. I could on my
I know
desktop.
it's too shaky.
It's like
What they need to add in. I know they're still in prototype stage, but what they need to add in is speed up and slow down like ramps.
yeah.
So when it does start to track you, it kind of is like it's on like a rubber band. Like you start moving, then it's like, oh, hey, I'm gonna follow you, and then it just sort of like slowly stops.
Yeah. Not.
Yeah, not instant movement.
Yeah.
Which I know it's prototype, so.
I'm sure they'll probably fix that. But anyway,
Oh.
it was a pretty cool device.
Yeah, now he's their official spokesman.
Oh, the old Shaytards. Anyway, that pretty much does it for this episode of Tech Weekly. As always, you can follow us on Twitter, twitter.com/pbcasttv and pbcasttv.com. So until next time, guys, I'm Nick Jones.
I'm Jacob Roberts.
And this is Tech Weekly. See you guys.